I figured out what's wrong with the Broncos. It wasn't Russell Wilson. I thought I was going to figure out it's been Russell Wilson. I told you, man, Hackett's not doing that much wrong. There's plays out there. No, 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 no. I figured out what's wrong with the Denver Broncos. It's not the worst play calling in the world. It's far from the best play calling in the world. I'm going to break that down a little bit. I took some notes. I broke down that game for you guys. So I'm going to drop these gems off on you. But it's more psychological than anything else. A few weeks ago, somebody asked Nathaniel Hackett in a post-game press conference, are you kind of second-guessing yourself out there?
For me, I second guess everything that I call because I always want it to be as good as it possibly can for the players, for the team.
What? I hope I'm hearing this wrong. I hope he doesn't mean what he just said.
I second guess everything that I call.
Maybe it just came out wrong. I'm trying to get this man the benefit of the doubt. Dang, yesterday, Brett Rippon goes,
we got to figure out, what are our best plays on offense. Everybody's got to be on the same page as far as like what we're trying to do, how we're trying to attack defenses, and go into each week and have conviction in the plan.
This is what's been wrong the whole season. It's not because they're the worst play calls I've ever seen. It's because he does not have the courage of conviction to trust his own decisions.
I second guess everything that I call.
On our one touchdown drive, I want to tell you how this went down. I'm not going to go through every single play, even though I got them written down, but I do want to share this with you. It was a 14-play drive, and the Broncos were under center 9 out of 14 times, and they ran the ball 11 out of 14 times. So, halftime, he comes back out of halftime, and the reporter asks him, man, what do you guys got to focus on in the second half? You know what this man says?
Well, I spoke to Nathaniel Hackett about the offense, and he said for the second half, he wants to see them committed to the run. Feels like that's going to be a way to separate themselves in this second half.
You know what this man does?
Nate, I think the third quarter you opened with 6 straight passes. I guess what did you want to accomplish coming out of the locker room, and what do you put your finger on just the lack of scoring production in the third quarter so far this season?
We had a couple. I think we had a couple runs in there. Some of the situations determined that we had to pass the ball.
He second guesses himself into passing out a shotgun for the first 6 plays of the third quarter. Peep this. Toward the end of the game, and mind you, I'm going to only tell you about before the 2-minute warning stuff. When we were still, it's just a 1 touchdown game. We got the ball 3 minutes to the 2-minute drive. Like that 4-minute offense, we're throwing out a shotgun almost every single play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 out of 12 plays were pass plays. All 11 were from shotgun. That's what you want to do against the Jets in this low-scoring slugfest? You want to let's just air it out with a guy who has no business airing it out? You just threw the ball with Brett more than you've ever thrown it with Russell Wilson. Think about that. And it's not like, because he's having so much success. He had a lower completion percentage than every single game Russ played except one. And he had lower yards per attempt than every single game Russ played with the Broncos. It makes no sense. We need people to know we're the team that's going to run it down your throat. We're the Broncos. We're thoroughbred horses. We run hard. And we're going to believe that's who we are. And we're going to believe that it's going to be successful until we're proven otherwise. That's the courage of conviction. And I'm not trying to judge him for this, because I promise you in my own life, there are ways that I do the same exact thing. There's probably ways you do it too. I was thinking about that all day. My God, what are the ways that I'm not trusting my decisions, going with my instincts and doing just common sense, logical stuff? And I'm still waiting for God to reveal those things to me. However, I'm not coaching the Denver Broncos. You cannot be second guessing everything you say, think, and do and be successful in anything, let alone something at the highest level. Get it together, coach. Have the courage of conviction. Trust your decisions. Your instinct was right. We should lean on the run game. That will separate us in this game. Trust it. Don't second guess yourself, man. I was close to jumping ship, but I'm not doing it. And I'm not talking about on the Broncos. I was talking about on you. I was saying, man, the idea to let Jero Everall have your job as interim head coach might not be a bad idea. But before we go nuclear, or as Kanye would say, DEFCON something, let's just identify and acknowledge. That's the problem right there. Your backup quarterback recognized it. I'm glad he put language to it. I'm glad I could highlight it. I hope you don't take offense to it and show you like, yo, you said this and you meant it. And I appreciate the honesty, because honesty is going to get us to the solution. The solution is you're not trusting it. You're second guessing it. That doesn't help. It's not helpful. Go down swinging with your decisions, man. Period. Don't second guess them. Just adapt and adjust next time. Learn from mistakes, but don't second guess and kind of half-heartedly do things. You got to be all in, and you got to believe it first. You got to believe it's going to work out when you call that play. Run the ball, man. Run the ball. Especially when we get Russ back, run the ball under center, from under center. Run the ball 1,000,000 times. And then get him in them bootlegs, hit them play actions, and lean on this defense. That's exactly how Russ won back in the day. That's how he's going to win now. We still got 10 more games. Season far from over. Let's get it together, coach. Let's get it together, Russ. Let's get it together, Broncos. Let's get it together, Bronco fans. Let's get it together, Broncos country. Let's get it together, Bronco gang. And let's also in life, like I was talking to you about my own life, let's all have the courage of conviction. When we believe something, we say we're going to go do something, we're going to go after it, whether it's a musical you're writing or a book or a song or a career you're going to pursue. Don't second guess it. Don't second guess it. Believe, go get it, and know God got you, and you're going to be okay either way. God bless. Go Broncos. Let's ride. We still riding. Peace.